Welcome to this divine quantum magnetism activation. This is number 3 for June. This one is about soul led signal, which means let your energy speak first. Which the theme of this is communicating from energetic truth before words or actions. So responding instead of reacting. So shifting from logical manifesting to soul frequency leadership. So in the first two activations, we activated our quantum field and we cleared it and then we amplified it. So now this one is allowing that energy to project your reality in real time as a feedback loop so that you can manifest instantly, essentially. So the core premise is that before people hear your words, they feel your frequency, they feel your energy and your intentions. They don't dare cross your boundaries. You are confident, you're in alignment, you are grounded, everything is balanced, and you feel so self assured and you have so much self trust and trust in God, and your energy goes first. It's ahead of you. It announces who you are and what you believe, whether you're conscious of it or not. So this week is about refining your energetic signal so it matches the reality you're calling in, not the one you're afraid of. It throws you into survival mode and keeps playing out over and over and over again. So we're moving from logic to soul frequency. Logical manifesting is effortful, mental, often rooted in scarcity or control, and is tied to an imbalance of extreme hyper masculinity, particularly in the case of the patriarchy and capitalism. And while these things aren't bad, they're completely out of balance. That's throwing everything off, and things aren't working the way they used to. Like bro advertisers, their marketing, they have to work so hard and expend so much energy to sell to their audience because they think hustle and forcing is the only way. Whereas soul led frequency is subtle, it's powerful, it's clean, your energy speaks for itself, and you have conviction. So it magnetizes and it doesn't convince. It just is. So let the field pick up your certainty and not your survival strategy. Usually, when people are in survival, they're usually very closed off and the energy is very dense. But when you open up your frequency, like we have in the prior divine activation, it opens you up to infinite potential and activates healing on a DNA level so that you aren't projecting the same reality because your reality comes from your mind. So when you change your DNA codes, your genes respond in a different way, which projects your reality in a different way. So it's inherently tied to your environment. So if your environment affects your confidence, like you are stuck in an abusive relationship, that'll affect your self esteem, which will affect your conviction and it will distort your magnetic field. And you'll be picking up things that you don't want, things will be harder, and it just feels dense and cluttered and not good, especially on your nervous system. So, this is very subtle, powerful energy. And it has a strong magnetic pull, but is calibrated to the frequency of the things that you want. So you're not attracting things that you don't want strongly, you're attracting everything you want with ease. So you don't have to plan, you just follow your intuition and it takes you through the next steps and you trust the process and everything just unfolds so beautifully and so fast that your life can change in like 3 months. So think less about scripting the perfect thing and focus on broadcasting the aligned signal. Start your day feeling fresh. Don't rush into it. Don't think about the billion things you have to do. Just focus on the next step, getting up, getting dressed, taking care of yourself, brushing your hair and brushing your teeth, and washing your face. That's you time. You need to honor it and just go gently throughout life and allow energy to carry you from one point to the next without feeling like you have to force or hustle or rush, and to realize you're not behind. Everything is as it should, and the more you maintain that, the more your energy stays clean and it stays high vibration, and you just that's what carries you throughout the day. Your energy is maintained to a high standard. It isn't depleted by things that hold you back, like bad habits or addiction or disassociation, things like that. You are just grounded, and therefore your magnetic field is very high and has a huge magnetic pull. You don't need to do anything. It's just coming to you all very naturally and intuitively. So here's some signs you're operating from the mind, from that logical manifestation place and not the soul. Overthinking what you say, post, and do, second guessing decisions after you make them, trying to look aligned instead of being congruent with how you want to live and the values that you want to have and the beliefs you want to have, and saying what you think will attract while doubting internally. And taking action from fear of being misunderstood, judged, or unseen, very from a performative place or perfectionist place or external validation place. And what a clean signal looks like to the universe. Your inner world matches your outer expression. You walk into a room or space or feed, and the energy lands before you speak. People are drawn to you. They feel better in your presence. They feel seen and validated. You no longer need to prove, you just radiate. You trust that your energy field is doing the heavy lifting, so your um nonverbal language speaks for you. I let my energy speak before my mouth opens. I don't push, I broadcast. I communicate from the soul, not survival. And the more you maintain that mentality and that energetic state, the more your heart and mind will co create a state of coherence so that they're always talking to each other, and you're not being led by your mind, you're being led from your heart, and it speaks to your mind and you both agree. So the soul led signal formula is this: learn to regulate, drop out of the mind and into your body. Remember who you are when you're not performing, who you actually are around people who feel safe to your nervous system, when you feel conditionally loved and supported. What does it look like when you're not wearing a mask? And then radiate. Send that signal of that version of you out into the quantum field and try to maintain just a positive attitude and realize that things happen for a reason and rejection is redirection. There's no such thing as failure, and the people who you surround yourself really matters to how you feel in your body. And then respond. Move from inspired resonance, not pressure or panic. When you find yourself feeling pressured or panic, tune into your body and address your needs, or take time to pause and take a break, even if it's just 15 minutes and you go for a walk, so that you could do a check-in and recalibrate your energy and come back with your energy refilled, essentially. So for this week, I want you to shift from what do I need to say or do to get a result to who do I need to become to make this my norm. I notice that I'm still hustling and I'm still forcing a lot of the time, and I burn myself out, but don't want to live from a state of burnout, but I keep doing it. So it's going to keep happening. So the more that I just rest and I m- make decisions based off of the lifestyle I want to have, and I don't rush in doing so, then I feel better. And the energy that I'm manifesting from is better. So even though I feel like I'm productive, the things that I'm producing are coming from that energy, and therefore they're not producing the results that I want. So, for example, I'm putting automations in my business so that I could make money so I don't have to show up all the time, and that everybody gets served without me having to be active and available. But I'm making these things from a place of like, I need to get things done as fast as possible so that I can live a life that's easy and I have time for my family. I'm like, no, I need to make that time now, because not only that's what matters, but like that's the frequency I need to embody. Future me is now, and this is what the beginning stages of that version of me look like. So how do I make that normal? Why to prevent myself from going back into old habits and to just checking in daily so that you stay accountable and on track with where you're spending your energy and the energy you're showing up in. So here's some light language to activate something within you. So let's clear out the static in your signal right now. And I'm going to transmit a frequency that stabilizes your truth and amplifies your clarity. You don't have to know how to say it or worry about me sending it to you. Just trust that I am and just let your body feel it. I'm sending it to you right now. As you watch this, just allow your energy to open up and release any tension. Just allow your mind to quiet and expand. Just know that by watching this activation, that things are already shifting within you and it's recalibrating your energy. All you need to do is stay mindful of these lessons that you learn. So I want you to clear away any fear or self-doubt or overthinking and learn to just tap into your intuition because it's going to only reveal the next step to you. And if you have a lot of clutter in your mind, it will reveal the right step once you tune into it. So calibrate to the truth of your essence and authenticity and act in congruence with that person as often as you can. When you feel like you're performing, ask, who am I doing this for? Is it for me or is it for them? And is there an image I'm trying to maintain? Because that image is attached to old wounds and old programming that no longer belong. Your truth speaks louder than anything that you could say, that you don't even have to explain yourself to others because your energy speaks it for you. And if they disagree or they scrutinize you because your light bright shines so bright, that's their problem. So strengthen that intuitive signal broadcasting from your soul. Let your heart open up and just follow. Follow it. It'll give you the signs and symptoms to tell you you're on the way, you're on the way. Your heart will tell you whether to stop or keep going, whether to pivot or to change direction. Just feel into your body. And if it makes sense to your heart and your mind, then you know you're right on track. So here's just some things you could repeat to close and anchor in. I am the signal. I don't chase clarity. I become it. My soul knows the way, and my energy speaks my truth. I lead with vibration, not explanation. That's all I have today. If you are watching this outside the Intuitive Alchemy Collective, I invite you to join us so that you can learn to harness your gifts and use it to manifest with precision and ease, and to develop a close relationship with yourself, your highest self, and even with God. And I would love to be a guide to you where we do this work together and you have exclusive access to me as a coach, and I provide you personalized feedback as you go along. If this interests you, the link is in the description box, and I would love to see you inside. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.